19th January 2026, and the first news, as we know, that the Prime Minister is in Assam. If you have seen those images of or those videos of the Guwahati event that he was attending, where 10,000 Bodos, they were dancing in synchrony, and it was a treat to watch. If you have seen those red dressed and Bodos who were dancing in the Guwahati event, there he is in Assam now, and he has unveiled so much of crore elevated corridor project. What is that? Kaziranga, as you know, one horned rhino comes to my mind. And what is elevated corridor project? That's a national highway project where the road will be elevated so that the animals can freely move from beneath, and then the people can move on the road. So this will prevent human animal conflict. And then he was speaking about how BJP has done so well in the electoral polls this time. All of that, leave it. So this is clear. Next, we come to Trump's tariff threat over Greenland may imperil. Obviously, yesterday we saw that Trump is threatening that he would impose tariffs 10%, which will later be extended to 25% in multiple European Union countries. And that is why last year we had seen that the EU and the US, they had signed a trade deal which will they had negotiated it, so it will come to a halt if Trump does this. So obviously it's two way. He wants to purchase Greenland, and therefore he's putting all these trade pressure on anybody who's opposing him. Then we come to 8 opposition leaders booked over. Okay, the Manikarnika Ghat, that you know, is one of the most what do you call, the holiest cremation ground of Hindus, and it is undergoing renovation under the government, and the opposition and local people have been opposing it. But now what has happened, why they have been booked? Because they have allegedly tried to circulate AI made images to show the destruction of the place and to somehow spread hatred and animosity, and therefore they have been booked. So this is how, when you try to they are just trying to uplift this place, but still you have to face these challenges as well. Then we have Stalin flags interference. So Sahitya Academy, what is Sahitya Academy? It's the autonomous body that is responsible for promotion of literature in diverse languages. But recently, like few days back, the announcement of the Sahitya Academy Award was cancelled because of, maybe say, as is being alleged, that they were trying to, the Ministry of Culture is trying to interfere in it, and therefore Stalin, he has instituted a new literary award. The name was some Semozi Literary Award for 7 different languages. So instead of relying on it, they have their own literary awards now. Then we come to some state news here and there. 12 detained for taking namaz without permission. All of that. Oh God. Rats in UP hospital ward. So proper, what do you call? They are not being looked after properly. Obviously, hospitals have to be hygienic. And these are, okay, this one I'll say. The polyester national flag snatching away livelihood of Karnataka khadi workers. You know, the flag code of India, earlier we could only use the khadi flags, but because of the ease of manufacturing and all of that, polyester national flags were allowed. And because they are very cheap, they have flooded the market and have completely snatched the market of khadi flags, and due to which these artisans who specialize in making khadi flags are suffering in Karnataka. So then we have SND. Are these political parties, NSS and all these are social organizations simply, but they also have a very big role to play in politics. So they are coming together. So obviously Kerala is known for coalition government, so they may force or recalibrate the alliances. Then we have deviation by pilot damaged. You know what? In aviation, there is zero tolerance for error. A slight error also is indicative of disaster, and therefore deviation by pilot damage the runway light is not a small news. Okay, there's zero tolerance for mistakes, especially in aviation. Then we have state news here and there. Not getting into, the paper is little lengthy today, so we'll move as fast as possible. And we have microscopic crustacean from, why is it there in the news? Okay, it determine soft power also of the country, and also some scientific discoveries. That's why it's new species they have been mentioned here. Now, India invited to join the Gaza Peace Board. Obviously, India does not take a particular stance that I am with this country or that country in West Asia. It has good relations with Israel also, and now it has been invited to join the Gaza Peace Board. Obviously, that will be headed by the, but till now India has not responded as the officials have mentioned, and obviously India has being invited. It will be headed by Donald Trump, and there will be other members present as well. Then we have the UAE president arriving today. We'll read about him tomorrow. Then, how long will Modi go? Okay, fine. These news, some state political news. We'll just leave there. Fill vacant faculty positions within 4 months. The Supreme Court, the higher education, both private and this public universities, they have been told to fill the vacant faculty positions. Also, other rulings have been made that you scholarship disbursement is slow, do that. And then the suicides that are happening, NFT was set up, the National Task Force, and they have found what are the various reasons why so many students are committing suicide. So that is there. Then we have the Press Council of India. It is a quasi judicial body, it's a statutory body, Press Council of India, and the chairperson has the previous chairperson, the tenure is over, and still now a new one has not been appointed. That has happened, like very rarely it happens. So so they are looking for that. Border should not be decided by tanks or terrorists or Polish foreign minister is talking. And why? Poland is very close to Ukraine, and obviously they don't want that tanks and terrorists. They have actually decided, after World War One and Two, the map of Europe was rewritten. Then after the partition, we saw the map of India and Pakistan was rewritten. So it is usually by tanks or terrorists that the border is decided, but it should be done in this world by negotiations, by diplomacy, by talking, by agreements and all of that. So he's talking here about that diplomacy. Then we have India Power. This is a nice news. India's power distribution utilities, they post so much, 2,000 something crore profit. Usually, if you know, the discoms have remained under losses because of theft of power, because of what do you call, not payment of bills. The bills were not paid, and all those reasons the discoms have remained in losses. But now we are able to see why, because of different Uday. There are different the Uday scheme, if you remember. Then we have the smart meter and all of that, because of which maybe the compliances are increasing and therefore it has turned profitable. Budget and opportunity to fine tune. Crypto, is it illegal or banned in India? No, it is not. But you have 30% tax. It is so heavily taxed and still people are investing. So the government must come, instead of taxing it so heavily and to gain money, they should come and regulate it properly. And budget is the it is a good opportunity to fine tune the crypto policy. Then we have the Lit for Life, the Hindu literature thing, and 3 pages dedicated to it, how these eminent personalities have given their own views on different things. Real help comes when there are better policies. Rupees 10 Lays is very easily available in the market, but rupees 10. So healthy food is not available at a cheaper price. For there's no awareness. Then people don't know what is healthy, but all these unhealthy foods are very easily available, right? Why? And because of this, you see malnutrition in the country. So if we have better policies wherein these healthy foods flourish the market and the different nutrient needs of the children and of the citizens is looked after, so this is the game changer for the country, right? So they are talking about all this. Experts give valuable advice on wealth and building and this and that. Okay, writer's block. What is writer's block? Writers also go through a phase of anxiety and pressure and this and that, and they are not able to write that time. So this is called writer's block, and every writer faces this. Or not only writer, for any job that you are doing in your life, there comes a time when you pull back. Okay, that does not mean that it's the end of the world. It is a part of it, and then slowly you just get back to it, or maybe you change whatever you're doing. So part of the process, not a painful experience. And this pain actually helps writers to write better. In fact, this has been observed, and they were talking about it. Gods live in the pain and dreams of ordinary people. And then translation invites readers to inhabit. Okay, fine. Narayan Guru is talking about. Who was Narayan Guru? Who was a social reformer in Kerala, and he has had a huge impact on the Dalits. And he preached on that there is one God, one religion, and he preached equality and all of that. So Mr. Tharoor is speaking about that, remembering Periyar, another social reformer from the south. So these news, we'll just skip that. Now we have why participatory science is crucial to tackling coconut root wilt disease. So obviously coconut, if you see the South Indian states, mainly the Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala, they produce around 82 to 83% of coconut in the country. And coconut root wilt disease is a bacterial disease that is it is not fatal, but it is impacting the growth of coconut, and so many livelihoods depend on this coconut. It is very essential for so many etc. different things. So what is participatory science? Participatory science is when the farmers, the government, and the scientists, they come together. So the science has an answer to it, so they'll have to first give this answer to the farmers. They will have to deploy these techniques in the field, and the government will have to support the scientists, to carry on the research and to provide the basic amenities or whatever is needed to fight against this disease and to help the growth of coconut in the major states. Visibility, lights, how light travels? Light travels straight, okay, but because of the presence of, say, fog or dust or pollution or whatever, or water droplets, it gets scattered, and because the light gets scattered, we are not able to see properly, and this has become a huge cause of concern. And therefore you see so many news because of it disrupts aviation, then so many accidents happen. You cannot see, the visibility distance decreases because of the presence of these things. So this has been dealt here, and I just wanted to show that how it scatters and all. Therefore, I discussed it. Corruption in prior sanction case of a divided house. Obviously, we read about it few days back, that if you want to prosecute any public servant, then you have to first get a sanction from the state or the central government, and this is to prevent what? To prevent political pressure and all of that on an honest officer. But it takes away accountability from a dishonest one. So if you're trying to protect one, you are saving someone who is not honest also. So recently the Supreme Court judges, they couldn't decide the case, and the case has been transferred to a larger bench, and it was a question on it that should it happen or not, because there are so many cases of rising corruption cases against these officers, and they are protected by these laws. So should it be tweaked and all of that? So that has been bullying tactics. The same Trump and the Greenland thing has been discussed. India, Germany Vice Chancellor was here, and therefore they have spoken about the ties and where we can actually come and collaborate, and this and that. Crisis in education, higher education, the crisis that is being faced, they have spoken here. Then we have display plan for the Piprava relics, Buddhist relics that we have got. Piprava is a place in UP, so this is speaking about culture preservation and how it can be done and where it should be displayed with all integrity and all of that. So then we have municipal corporation. They are thinking of trifurcation of this municipal corporation of Hyderabad, okay, and it is growing really fast. So the bodies are not growing, the regulatory bodies are not going that fast, but the state is setting a growth model. Now Telangana stunning rise and its unhinged growth. So these obviously growth comes with certain challenges, and that has been addressed in this article, that we'll have to go by the scientific way and fragmented growth, and this can lead to long term may we can regret it. So now is the time to see or look after it. So all of that. How should India tackle child trafficking? We have so many laws for it. We have the POCSO, the juvenile justice, then we have, but there are different reasons to child, article 23, 24 also prevents it. The right to life of the child is being hampered here. So all that, we have strict laws for it, but the conviction rate is very poor. The conviction rate in such cases is very poor, and also because of social media nowadays, the law for jobs, and because they are getting social media, they show the glamour and this and that. You come here, we'll do this and that, and finally this the children, they are getting trafficked. And this article was talking about that how can we actually the state government, that because police is a state subject, right? The state government and the central government and the police, they should all come together to actually solve these trafficking cartels, whatever cartels that you call, because conviction rate is very poor when it comes to such deadly crimes only. Then can the Chinese government arrest its aging problem? Obviously, we know that China is now getting old because for a very long time they had followed one child policy, which has been uplifted. But then you can force people to actually produce less children, but you cannot force them to produce more now. Okay, so what is happening is after the upliftment of this one child policy, also there, because of the cost of living is very high and people, they in the urban cities, the women, they are delaying childbirth, all of that, the birth of children is getting delayed. And this is a lesson for India also. So if you bring these policies, one child, be ready for an aging problem that can come in the near future, because it is difficult to stop to ask people that produce more kids, rather than telling them to, okay, stop, because you can do that with policies such as this. Then we have soft matter, the unusual yet persistent physics inside your. What is soft matter? As you can see, the toothpaste, the gel, the ketchups, etc., that you have in your household, soft matter is that they are not strictly solid or liquid. Under force, they will come out, okay? They can flow, but they can hold a space, okay? Solids, like solid, they occupy a particular place. They don't, but as liquid under pressure, they can flow also. So there are different objects, and what is the science behind it has been discussed in this article. Next, we have nominee versus legal heir. Who is legally entitled to funds? This is an interesting topic, therefore we'll talk about. Nominee is what? He's a temporary holder of, suppose you take a bank, in a bank you have named someone as nominee. So whatever is your deposit, if you are gone, then this person is your temporary holder of it. But legal heir is decided by succession laws. By laws they are decided, or by wills. Some number one, if you have written a will, and whosoever you have named in your will be the owner of your money. Okay, he is the holder of your money. Now, by will, suppose you have not written a will, then it will be by succession laws of different religion. Then by that, the owner will be decided. Now, what can happen is, suppose I have named my brother as a nominee in a bank, okay, but in my will I have written that my son will be my heir. So what will happen? That the bank will give the money to my brother, but the law will ask him to give this money to my son because he is the legal heir. So nominee is the holder and legal heir is the owner. So nominee is obviously, it does not take precedence over the legal heir. So I hope you get the difference between the two. Then we have India's strategic metamorphosis from back office. Okay, earlier we saw that India was, it was an outsourcing hub. People, we were good in these call centers and data processing and doing those back office work. But now it has become a global brain trust, because your analysis, AI, if you see, and we are offering brain, we are the place where the research work is going on, and we are offering that to the world instead of just doing their side jobs. So we have strategically done it, and we had to do it. We have a young population and talented one as well. And we have started profitability is a measure of efficiency. Usually in startup, what happened? The most important thing in any business is you first have to make it profitable, make it sustainable, instead of just going by numbers and picking up. You take investments and the investors are onboarded, but the company is not profitable. So this is what a trend I have also seen in business, that people, the startups, they focus more on what? On gaining name and fame. Okay, they will expand, like we are very innovative, we are doing this and that, but they are not profitable. So profitability is the main measure of efficiency of any business, and that is what they should focus more on for any startup. Rani looks for Rani. What they are? What automobile manufacturers, and because of the advent of electric vehicles and all of that, they had taken the backseat, but now they are trying to come back. Nathan Hayu objects to Gaza panel. Obviously, they will. If suppose for Kashmir, Donald Trump decides that I will make a peace panel, will we like it? No, obviously. So Israel is objecting to it. Then we have Pentagon readies 1,500 troops for possible deployment to Minnesota. What is happening here? Because of deportation drive in Minnesota, people are protesting, and now Pentagon, they are trying to deploy 1,500 troops. Army, if you are deploying in your internal matters, then obviously it has to be in exceptional circumstances. Circumstances it is allowed in the US, and they are doing it here. It shows that the what is the seriousness of the situation, that they are using army now. Clash among rebel groups in Colombia kills nearly 30 dead. All of that not getting into. Syria announces ceasefire with the Kurds. With obviously we know ceasefire is a pause but not an end. Then at least 5,000 dead. Now the official figures are saying that 5,000 people have been dead in Iran. So in a authoritarian state like Iran, if you go for protesting, so this is the outcome that you get. 5,000 people have been killed. Such suppression was made, violent suppression of these protesters. Iraq announces complete withdrawal of US-led coalition from its territory. Why a foreign military has been completely removed? They had come here to protect them from ISIS. Now it is not under serious threat, and therefore this foreign military has been completely withdrawn from the Iraq. Israeli troops killing Palestinians who cross their ambiguous ceasefire line. Now ceasefire agreement they make, they decide also the line, but the line is so unambiguous, it is not properly conveyed to the people, and therefore anybody who crosses it is killed by the troop. So you see how civilians suffer because of um, this ceasefire lines that are not clearly dissipated. They are not popularized, like what actually is the line. They are that is itself ambiguous. People don't know. So all these Israel, Palestine, we know that. Then we have Portugal's residential poll. Populist government is seeing an uplift everywhere. What is populist government? So they are common people. They are Aam Aadmi Party. We belong to the common people, and every mistake that is being done is by the elite. The elite that includes the bureaucrats, the politicians, the judiciary. So anybody the rich class, and they say that we are the voice of the commoners. So the populist regime is seeing an uplift in most, and in Portugal also, in the presidential poll may see that populist government may come and take a control. Now we have after 6 years. Okay, Donald Trump, but he has an eye on home, obviously, America first. So wherever he goes, he popularizes this. Now we know that India lost the last match of the series, and Kohli, after 124, I think he made, but still it went in vain because of Michelle and because of this New Zealand. They played really well. Then we have Lancers, this, okay. Vidarbha, first time. This is the maiden Hazare trophy they have won. So this is a good news for them. They have won the Hazare Trophy first time with Arba. Then we have Anne. She's the reigning world number one in badminton, and she has retained the title in the India Open. She has won it. So world number one, obviously. Then we have. They are again talking about. She's from South Korea, right? Yeah. Then Arjun Erigesi. He has he beats Pragnananda, and Gukesh draws. So the grand masters of chess, they are doing, obviously the youngsters always in news, and anybody who wins or loses, we enjoy, like it, the Indians are doing so well in chess. Then there's a coverage on an Australian women cricketer. Then from back, same thing that I discussed earlier, that now from back office to cutting edge, now India is emerging as a hub for the GCC is what? Global Capability Center. So now we are into research, analysis. Now we are the brain. We are not just helping them do the back office job or outsourcing their thing, but now we are the place. We are emerging as a hub for the GCCs. Then the last news is that in Andhra, I think, the tribal land, allegedly the tractors came and they destroyed their crop, and therefore they are protesting against them. So it was a coverage from there that how tribal land, you know about it, the CNT Act, and how tribal land cannot be transferred to a non-tribal person, but it is not well implemented, and how they depend so much on the agriculture and all of that. So I think I'm taking a lot of time these days. Anyway, that's it. I hope the news has been covered end to end. Thank you.